There's no secret that Kobe Bryant is the greatest basketball player of all time. So I decided to dedicate a special segment called Mamba Mentality. We're going to be going over various reasons what made Kobe Bryant so great and how we can apply it in our daily life. Let's go, man. Revolutionary learning. So to understand Mamba mentality, you have to understand a young Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant wrote this: "I love the feel of it in my hands. I was so enamored with the ball that I didn't actually want to bounce it or use it because I didn't want to ruin the pebble leather grains or the perfect grooves. I didn't want to ruin the feel." So off the rip, it brings us in our first point of Mamba mentality: passion. Passion is the cornerstone to achieving Mamba mentality. You have to have a certain type of love and desire in your conquest of life. What drives you? What motivates you? What gets you up in the morning? You have to answer all three of these questions to unlock your passion. If you can't answer all three correctly, you will never be able to achieve Mamba mentality.
Follow your passion first. First. When I retired from the game, I sat there asking kind of all the wrong questions. What's the biggest industry I can get into? And it's all the wrong stuff. And you got to sit there and ask yourself, okay, what am I truly passionate about? What do I enjoy doing? And when you feel that way, honestly, you feel like you have never worked a day in your life. It's the most fun thing in the world. You get up in the morning excited about what you're doing. And you got to be really honest with yourself about it. If you wake up in the morning and you're dreading going to work, dude, do something else. Right. Do something else. And those are hard decisions to make, but when you make those decisions, it's a very liberating experience, and you find out that the rewards will come.
That brings me to number 2, heart. Heart is the driving factor in Mamba mentality. When you can look any problem or circumstance squarely in the face and know you can overcome it, never running or being fearful, just rising to the occasion, the bigger the problem, the bigger the heart.
A lot of times I've seen players, even myself, when I was younger, being consumed by a particular fear. And to the point where you're saying, okay, it's not good to feel fear. I shouldn't be nervous in a situation like that. And it does nothing but grow versus stepping back and saying, yeah, I am nervous about the situation. Yeah, I am fearful about the situation. But what am I afraid of? And then you kind of unpack it. And then it gives you the ability to look at it for really what it is, which is nothing more than your imagination running its course,
That brings me to number 3, my favorite one, ruthlessness. You have to have a certain type of me against the world mentality, attitude, knowing you will outwork, crush, and destroy any competitor that dares to step in your lane. Ruthlessness.
Years old, I had a I had a kill list. And so, they used to do these rankings. It was Street and Smith basketball rankings. And I was nowhere to be found because I was like 6'4", scrawny, like 160 pounds soaking wet. So I was like 57 on the list. And so I will look at 56, 55, all the way up to number 1, who these players are, what club teams they played for. So when we go on an AAU travel circuit, I got to hunt them down. Right? And so that became my mission in high school, is to check off every other person, all those 56 other names, hunt them down and knock them down. That was it.
Get a target on them right off the bat.
That was it.
Determination, knowing you'll do anything to succeed, not letting people false narratives control your life. No matter how many people think you're crazy, no matter how many people think you're living out a pipe dream, you have to be willing to work hard and silence the critics. That's how you achieve determination.
For example, jumping ability. Man, my vertical was a 40, it wasn't a 46 or a 45. My hands are big, but they're not massive. Right? So you got to figure out ways to strengthen them so your hands are strong enough to be able to palm a ball and do the things that you need to do. Quickness, I was quick, but not insanely quick. I was fast, but not ridiculously fast. Right? So I had to rely on skill a lot more. I had to rely on angles a lot more. I had to study the game a lot more. And but I enjoyed it though. So like from the time I can remember when I started watching the game, I studied the game and it just never changed.
Attitude. Your attitude have to be intertwined with what's inside of you. You can't fake it. It's a precise expectation that you have for yourself that you don't allow nobody, I mean nobody, to ever sway.
But you always want to outwork your potential. You know, as hard as you believe you can work harder than that. And that's what I tried to do when I first came in the league. But you know, basketball is such a direct competition sport that me coming in at 17, I hated when like my teammates would say, you know, I get hit with an elbow, right? Shaq would hit me with an elbow in practice, and like, you know, you know, Nick Van Exel would come up and say, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Motherfucker, what? Are you okay? What the hell's wrong with you?" You know, so like I always had that extra chip on my shoulder. So like every day in practice for me was really trying to annihilate everybody that I was playing against, because I wanted to prove you don't need to babysit me. Like I'm fine.
You can't babysit nobody with Mamba mentality. Top 5: passion, heart, ruthlessness, determination, and attitude. Unlocking these 5 in your daily routine will give you Mamba mentality. Remember to like, comment, and share, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. Revolutionary learning, man.